Welcome back to Maine Tiny Homestead. Well, we're out in the garden again today, and today we're going to make a couple of new garden beds. Now, we have all raised beds here in our yard, mainly because we are loaded with moles, and we have a really cool bed system that we developed so we don't have any damage to any of our plants from any of the critters that live around here. So I'm going to show you how we do that. So today we're constructing two 4x4 beds. I usually do a 4x8 bed, but my space is limited here because my fire pit's right in the middle, and I didn't think I would ever have this much garden, but here we are. So I'm building two 4x4s instead, and we have a mole problem in our yard, and it's really bad. You can check over here. I'll show you some of them digging up everything. They're all over the yard. They're everywhere. So in order for us to grow anything where they don't damage our vegetation, is we used raised beds. And we also have to put the hardware cloth on the bottom. So our system is that we build the raised bed 2 levels high. So I have this one here that's going to go on the top. This one's the bottom layer right now. So what I did is I just nailed in this hardware cloth, and it has to be the really small 1/2 inch because some of those moles are very tiny and they can squeeze through. So if you nail this all the way around and then flip this over and have this be the bottom of the bed, then you nail this other one on the top. And then you're going to end up with a raised bed, that's two 2x10s high. So it's 20 inches tall. So even though we have moles in here, look there's a little mole hole. The 20 inches is too tall for them to reach and climb up and over. So that has worked. It also keeps rabbits out. Any of the little things that, chipmunks and squirrels, they can jump up and over. So you got to do something different if they are a problem. But really, the moles are the biggest problem here. And we have found that this system has worked. So right now we have 3 beds, 3 4x8s. And then this weekend we're building 2 more 4x4s. So that will be exciting. I might be saving one of them for my granddaughter, so she can plant whatever she wants in there. But since the onions went so far into my other bed in our last episode, I'm not sure if I'll have room for all of that. So we'll see how it goes. So now we flipped it over. The hardware cloth one is on the bottom, and you can see that that's there. And then we put the other 2x10 on the top here. So this completes our 4x4 by 20, I guess, bed. And now what we'll have to do is fill it up. So the way that we like to fill this up is halfway up. We're going to fill it with yard debris. So I'm going to put leaves, rotting wood, stems, branches, all kinds of stuff like that to give it some organic matter over time, and that will fill obviously some space too, because if you just filled these with loam, there's a lot of space here, and we have 2 of them to do now. So I do have some loam left over, some compost left over from last year when we built our new bed, and so I'll use some of that in here, but probably we'll need to add some more. So after you have the hardware cloth attached to the bottom, that becomes the bottom one. Then you put the top on there. And then what we also do for extra protection is we put this plastic on the inside as like a liner to kind of preserve the wood for a few years longer, because this is untreated wood. So if we didn't do that, it wouldn't last that long, but we've got them to last about 7 years doing it like this. So it's just 4 mil plastic, and it's doubled up. And then this is just strapping, and we just cut the pieces to go over to the top. Now the great part that we're going to do is fill the bottoms with a lot of decaying wood to fill up some space and also to provide nutrients to the soil that we're going to fill in here. So that's how we build our raised beds, and hope you enjoyed watching us build them. Thanks for watching Maine Tiny Homestead.